Hello everyone, Kevvl here once again. 3 more to go, and the next one, well, this is one of the 3 levels that I figured would give me the most trouble. So that's gonna be fun. We're fighting Ground Scaravich. He's a dung beetle. Now, as an interesting bit of backstory, Ground Scaravich wasn't actually created by Gate. Yeah, they were friends, and he was revived by Gate, so I guess that counts for something. He was eventually killed by Alia when he went to go investigate the place where X was found. Wait, he was killed by Alia? Okay then, more important stuff. This is the first time I'll be dealing with a nightmare effect, and I've manipulated it slightly, so I'm taking on the easier of the two. This is pretty easy to do. You just enter the stage that you want the nightmare effect to activate from, and then exit it. Also, I'm using charge shots. Definitely for the entire stage, and I might as well do that for the boss too, because honestly, that's not going to change the fight. Ground Scaravich attacks the way you'd expect any dung beetle to attack, by pushing rocks at you. Ground Scaravich's level is tremendously unique, and that same fact is what makes it very hard. Basically, it's randomized. This is a totem gate. It sends you to one of 4 random locations, and this one happens to be the worst of them all. The blocks, which you see flying around aimlessly, are called Nightmare Random. They, like the stage themselves, are also random, and whoa, that was an insane maneuver that I didn't think I'd make. And there's what happens when a nightmare infects someone. They become evil and start firing things at you. Or in this case, they start firing things at nothing. I guess that's good too. Best to take this particular nightmare from the right, rather than the left. And then it's best to move the heck out of the way so you're not bombarded by shots. Got one following us. Let's take it out. And I think the hardest part is gone. Good. Uh-oh. Take out that nightmare. Whoa. Don't be surprising me like that. Alright. At the end of each segment, you fight the nightmare totem and the totem exit. Destroy the totem exit, and there's the totem itself. Totems work very simply, actually. The top and bottom will alternate. While they're facing you, they'll fire off 1 shot each. While their back is turned, they will be invulnerable. And after you kill 2, whichever 2 you didn't kill will speed up, and then the eagle thing will fly at you. Now here's a room that I actually like. It's probably the easiest of them all. Of course, the random blocks doesn't really help too much, but it's not that bad. Those spikes aren't always there. Another example of how random this place is. And kill that. Take out the nightmare from a distance, then move forward once we have another charge shot and take out the second nightmare. Just so that the nightmares basically reset so it doesn't do the same thing and start firing shots at you, because that would be bad. Oh crud, I missed one. Alright then. Take it out. Kill the eagle. And it's mostly smooth-ish sailing from here on out. Assuming that shot doesn't, like, decimate me. Didn't I already shoot you both once? Ah, well. Could have sworn I had. Alright, well, it's dead now, so that's good. And now only 2 more gates to go. Okay, we're in a room that is sometimes tremendously hard, and other times it goes very well. It really depends on this next area now. Okay, there's a wall there. That's not good. Because when there's a wall there, that means that there are nightmares that I cannot shoot. Especially since their main method of attack is to shoot at me. See? Right there. Alright, so what I want to do is dash around, shoot one, go back, do it again, go back. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I forgot that thing respawned. But so far, so good. Goodbye, you. Hello, dude on the bottom, who I don't know where you came from. Uh-oh, you're firing at me as well. Take out that. Alright, so far this is actually going quite well. This is one of those levels where if I make it to the boss once, I win. It's just a matter of actually getting there. Okay, that nightmare's about to be distracted. Wait until I can grab his soul. And try not to enter the nightmare zone, because that would make this entire run pointless. Take out nightmare. Go down, take out other nightmare. I think I just took out... yeah, you're dead. And I have one more totem to deal with. Well, technically I have to kill this one, but I mean one more totem gate to deal with. And despite being the third one, that's actually the easiest totem gate to fight. The only theoretically difficult part is the bottom, but you can easily avoid their shots by jumping at the right time. Okay, one more totem gate. Let's go! Okay, this is the... one of the harder, but it's not the hardest of the final 4 possible segments. I should be able to deal with it if I take my time and take out the nightmares in a reasonable manner. Again, how difficult it is depends on the terrain. And this time it looks like it's in the convoluted terrain. Please die, thank you. That's gonna be a problem. Killing that nightmare up there is gonna be a problem. Come on. Take out that one. Immediately dash behind and then run away. Slow and steady is the only possible way to actually... whoa! Hello there. Accurately do things here. And that nightmare wants to shoot at me. So let's run away. Uh-oh. Die, please. Thank you. Uh-oh. I don't think I can jump and shoot him. There is one solution. We go around. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, hello again. Okay. As I said, one solution. Ha! Charge shots somewhat go through walls. Not quite as well as they did back in X1 through 4, but it works. Alright, as long as I don't mess up this totem pole, I should be good. And I just messed up. Didn't get hit, but I did mess up. Scrolling their shots off screen is, from my experience, the best way to deal with them. Ironically, it adds a bit of random to the fight, but it makes them a lot easier. And this one, you cannot duck and shoot the bottom ones, but you can dash and shoot the bottom ones. Little known fact that I found out completely by mistake. The only other run I've seen of this stage done, the guy jumped right in front of the spikes, used bad hitbox detection on the totems to shoot the bottom one just barely. And that person is a maniac. He did this stage no damage on extreme mode in a speed run. Took him a month. Ground Scaravich, you must be the burglar of ruins. What are you doing here? Well, well, well. What have we here? Why, it's Officer X. This is horrible. Why do I have to face someone like you here? Be a smart Reploid and give me the information on the nightmares. I'd rather just see what DNA data you have. Now, Ground Scaravich is a complete and total non-issue. His pattern is to basically run around, back and forth, spamming the word Yaisha, while pushing a little block of something. He's a dung beetle. Use your imagination. Sometimes the beetle... whoa! Will throw things at you, but that doesn't necessarily make him that much harder, even if it's gigantic. The only thing he can do that is kind of dangerous is sometimes pull out a larger one, and he can shoot at you, which is kind of nice, but goodbye, Ground Scaravich. Whew! I believe on level 4 and extreme mode he can also push a metal block that you can't destroy, but destroying them is kind of pointless anyway. Easiest boss fight and one of the more difficult stages, especially on extreme mode. Let's just talk through the loading screens, you know? Clear time. Good, good. Soul obtained. Alright, I got the ground dash. Normally X fires off a certain type of rock. Charged one is basically the same, but bigger. quite a fancy rescue list, although I happen to have also killed a bunch of guys, but I don't think that's important. And let's save. Because I finally killed Ground Scaravich. Why am I on data 3 suddenly? Whatever, I don't know, I don't care. Okay, lots of outtakes, lots of extras, in the sense that there are the usual 2, but lots of outtakes, and I guess that counts for something. Enjoy!
Me, 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 me. I am the great mighty Pooh.
The capsule, if you manage to find the right room for it, is completely impossible to miss. It's just a matter of getting the luck to actually get that thing. It's in either the 3rd or 4th totem area. And let's go right to it. Although, for some reason, X has to be on the same level to activate Dr. Light, he doesn't have to be on the same level to talk to him. I'll give you data for an armor program. Obtain all 4 programs. It is the head program for the blade armor. It allows you to consume less energy as you use your special weapons. I'm praying for world peace and for your safety. And I'm ignoring that nightmare. Right then, we already got the heart container, so let's go to some outtakes. Be aware. This time I was sent to the aquarium level. That's fine. I like the aquarium level. There's also I don't like the aquarium level anymore. The 2 enemies in Ground Scaravich's stage that we'll see the most of are the Nightmares and the Nightmare Random. They're the little blocks that just hit me. And you cannot predict them. The whole idea of the level is always the same, but how it actually plays out, you can't turn around. That's just not fair. I really did not know those things could do that. Huh. The location you're sent to in the level is random. Everything but the Nightmares, which, despite being predictable, are still a huge pain in the face. The blocks that you see occasionally, that one that just rushed at me is a good example, and the ones falling there, are called Nightmare Random. Whoa! And they are randomly generated, like that one that just hit me. Oh gosh. It is sometimes completely impossible to make it through this level. Yep, cannot jump that, period. I forgot my lines. And, whoa, let's just fall down to the very bottom, which means everything is going to respawn. This is just a tremendous failure. But I might be able to salvage it, or hit spikes. That's cool, too. Slowly slide down the wall so I don't get bombarded by random nightmare-generated... like that! One thing that I totally did not see that guy. Darn it! And now an example of why Ground Scaravich's stage is so darn bad. Look at these things. They're everywhere. Good lord. You know, really, of all the times to not have the recorder on, why did it have to be the one where I actually beat the stage properly? Seriously, that's just not... Okay, then. This level was actually a lot easier than I expected, but still pretty darn hard. On Extreme Mode, this would probably be the single greatest challenge ever, but on Normal... I give this stage a 5 out of 10. It took a lot of practice to get this right, and it's really hard to practice when everything about the level cannot be anticipated. Worst of all is the beginning. One room is sometimes impassable, and the other 2 are just plain hard. The last 2 totem gates aren't pushovers, but they're not as bad as the first ones. This level might have gotten a better rating if the boss was harder, but really, he's not. I think at least 3 points should be taken off just because Ground Scaravich is a pushover. He's one of the easiest bosses in the series. Period. Not even on Extreme Mode. He's just nothing. Anyway, 2 Mavericks to go, and this hell will be over. Up next we've got a breather boss, and then my funeral. Until then, this is Kevvl signing off. Ciao.